Hey everybody, I'm Bob Lucido, and this is the Bearcat Training Camp, where we're offering in-depth business building training for Team Beachbody coaches. Welcome to Phase 2. We're so excited to be turning the corner and jumping up a couple of notches and taking your business to the next level. So if you've made it this far, then that means you've already gone through all of the Phase 1 videos, and if you haven't done that yet, please make sure that you do. That stuff is crucial, and it has to be the foundation of your business. Because let me tell you something, the biggest mistake that I see coaches make is that they don't get a good foundation in the Phase 1 activities, or they stop doing the Phase 1 activities. You cannot do that. It doesn't matter what level you're at. Even for myself, having been in this for several years, I've been an elite coach a couple of times, I'm in the Million Club now, so on and so forth. I still am committed and dedicated to the Phase 1 activities, okay? So if you're brand new to this group, make sure you go back and get all of that stuff down. And even if you've been here for a while, make sure that you're always continually improving the skills and strategies, and most importantly, the implementation of those that we all covered in Phase 1, okay? So if you've made it this far, you're living in the sharing cycle. In the beginning, we are sort of customer focused and retail focused, building your challenge groups and beginning to build your customer base. And also at the same time, seeking out your initial business partners. But those things come from the activities that we talked about in the sharing cycle, finding, inviting, sharing, and sponsoring. You certainly should be implementing your vital behaviors on a daily basis. You know what the daily disciplines are, and you're implementing those on a daily basis. You understand what the pace is that I've identified and defined, and you're growing your business on pace using measures like Success Club, the generation of elite points, your rank advancements on a regular and timely manner. All of these things we covered in Phase 1. So if you're this far, you recognize all of this language and you're already doing these things. We want to make sure that you're building your business in a way that is on purpose. You have a plan, okay? So you're implementing the placement strategies, you're thinking as a family unit if you're doing this together with your spouse, and you've gone through the videos where we talk about optimizing your ability to earn through team cycle bonuses based on the way that you build, okay? All of this stuff should make sense to you if you've made it this far. And finally, you've got your journal up and running, you're committed to personal growth and personal development, you have a personal development plan that's personalized to you to help you improve leadership skills, communication skills, connection skills, relationship building skills, all of those things that we've already talked about. You should have that up and running, and you've learned how to leverage. Remember that word? Leverage. That's a key word in this business. You've learned how to plug in and leverage all of the trainings and the opportunities for growth that the corporate offices put out for us. You're on the weekly calls, and you're plugged in on that level. You are also plugged into your team and leveraging your upline, the trainings and support that are available there. You've learned the importance of having success partners, and you're actively working as a team player. If you've got all that going, then you've got Phase 1 under control, and you have a business that's up and running, okay? Let's face it, Phase 1 is about how to get your business up and running. And all of the stuff that I just covered in the last couple of minutes in a very quick review are the things that you should be deeply connected with, that you should understand fully and are going in your business, okay? So let's assume you're there, and now it's time for Phase 2. In Phase 2, what we're going to be talking about are strengthening your skills to drive duplication in your business. to drive what we've called organizational success. And in some of the earlier videos in phase 1, towards the end there, I talked about the difference between individual success, team success, and organizational success. And we want all 3 levels of success, of course, but we eventually want to get you to the level where you are succeeding in growing an organization that is self-duplicating. And those are going to be the main focus of the strategies and procedures and tactics and techniques that we will be covering here in phase 2, okay? And it starts with learning how to improve your ability to share the business opportunity. Remember in phase 1, I talked about the 2 kinds of recruiting. Recruiting for customers, and in the beginning, that's where we all start. The beginning income stream in this business starts really with the beginning of building your customer base, building your challenge groups. That's how you get things moving and get started. And that eventually needs to graduate up to seeking, connecting with, and sponsoring business partners. And that's where we're going to start this phase 2 discussion. How do we get better at seeking out, finding, and connecting with our business partners? Because our organization is going to grow based on the numbers and quality of business partners that we connect with as we grow our organization. This can't just be about you. Remember, that's individual success. It doesn't matter how much individual success you have found or created. If you don't get that to duplicate, if you don't get that to continue to move away from you and continue to self-duplicate in your organization, then you will be limited on the level of success that you can reach. We don't want you to be limited. We want you to have the ability to have unlimited success that's all based on what your organization is able to do and not what you're able to do alone, okay? So let's dive in. We're going to cover over the next several videos, actually, some nuances and some techniques for sharing the business opportunity. I'm going to share with you some of the things that I think are the most important things to be able to share and the most important things for you to know about, so that when you're sharing the opportunity, you're able to get the information out in an effective and meaningful way, okay? So we're going to start today with the first 3 concepts that I'm going to ask you to start wrapping your head around and start bringing into your own business opportunity presentations, okay? And the first concept for us to grasp ourselves and to get good at conveying is the fact that anybody can do this business and anybody can succeed at this business. There aren't any special certifications or licensures or special educational background, or there's no prerequisites for defining people who can have success with this business. And just look around the network, look around your own team. Certainly I see it within my own team and my own organization. People from all kinds of backgrounds and all kinds of walks of life finding amazing success with this business in a multitude of different ways. And we covered some of that stuff in phase 1, the fact that there are many different paths to success in this business and that they look very different depending on some of the choices that we make about how we want to build and how we personalize the growth of our own business. So right off the bat, when we are thinking about our skills related to sharing the business opportunity, we need to remind ourselves that anybody can succeed in this business, because we want to make sure that we aren't prejudging who's going to succeed and who isn't, which will then limit the people that we end up sharing with. And we talked about this a little bit in the phase 1 video when we were talking about recruiting. We don't want to prejudge anyone, and we don't want to limit the people that we share with based on our own concepts as to whether or not this person wants to do this, needs to do this, can do this, will succeed at it, any of that stuff. We need to throw that all away and keep in mind that anybody can succeed in this business. And that's very important for you to share with your prospects right out of the box, because one of the first objections or blocks that comes up in the mind of your prospect is, I can't do this. And they have that tape going in the back of their head the whole time you're trying to present the opportunity. They aren't really hearing what you're saying because the tape in the back of their head says, I can't do this, this is for someone else, someone who has a different kind of background, so on and so forth. So what I like to do when I'm sharing the business opportunity is right out of the bat, dispel that from their minds by opening with the first concept, which is anyone can succeed in this business. And arming myself with lots of examples from my own team or from the national network of people from all different backgrounds who have found great success, so that you can give some examples. You can't just say to someone, anybody can do this business, without backing that up. And have some stories ready that you can share. And now here's a key component. If you do your homework, and if you have yourself armed with enough stories of real people that you found out either through your team or through the national network, and you're looking at the coach business success stories that are in the back office, and however you're going to go about doing that, when you're armed with those, you can do something else, and that is to personalize those stories with the person you're sharing with. If I happen to be talking to someone who's a stay-at-home mom and wants to know how she's going to be able to build this business at home, with a couple of kids to be taken care of and so on and so forth, I like to share a story of some of the stay-at-home moms on my team who have had great success. If I'm sharing with someone who's already a health and fitness professional, someone who's a personal trainer, a nutritionist, or maybe a health club owner, or any of that field, then I want to make sure that I am focusing on the aspects that drive success for people coming from that background. And again, I arm myself with some stories, and you heard one in phase 1 of the Bearcat Training Camp. Don Murphy came in and talked to us a little bit about some of the things that are involved with finding success as someone who's coming in as a fitness professional. Now, it's also important to know that that's not required, right? It's not required that you be a personal trainer or a nutritionist or have anything to do with fitness. I was an attorney. It's also not required that you have any background in sales. I didn't have any background in sales. Most of the coaches on my team who are having great success have never had any background in sales. Now, that doesn't mean that someone who has a background in sales can't succeed. They can. But it's going to be tailored a little bit differently, both in how you present the opportunity and then how you're going to support that person, to sponsor that person later on to find success. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So concept number 1 is anybody can do this business and anyone can have success. We need to know that ourselves so that we aren't limiting the people that we're sharing with based on some weird fallacy in our own mind about who can succeed and who can't. And then secondly, we need to be able to convey that, and convey that right out of the box when we start sharing the opportunity. Anyone can succeed at this business. And then listen a little bit. Hear where this person's coming from. If you can connect with a success story of someone similarly situated or with a similar background, fantastic. What a great way to start that conversation. And you can maybe help this person right off the bat kind of vision a little bit of what success might look like for this particular person coming from their particular background, okay? Key point, folks, key point, and a great place to start, okay? That's number one. Number two is dispelling right out of the box the whole financial objection, okay? And really making sure that you are, before you jump into the specifics of what coaching is and so on and so forth, how about letting them know that you can try this out for free? That's right, for free. If you purchase a challenge pack from me, which means that you're going to purchase one of our fitness programs and Shakeology or something from the performance line. You know, we've got a few different mixtures now in challenge packs, but you're going to basically buy a couple of our best products so that you can try them out yourself. And that's going to cost somewhere in the range of about $150, depending on which ones you choose and which specials we have going on, but that's about where it's going to land. And for that investment, you get to try out a couple of our best products, and you can open a Coach business account for free. It's free with a challenge pack. So you can try this business for the first 30 days for free. And even better, and make sure that you get this out right out of the box as well, when you purchase that challenge pack, your initial investment is risk-free. Why? Because it's backed by a money-back guarantee. And in fact, Shakeology is backed by what we call the bottom of the bag money-back guarantee. Take it home, drink it all month long, get to the bottom of the bag. If you didn't like it or you didn't like the results or whatever, you get to return it and you get that initial investment back. Those are important concepts to get right out of the bat, okay? Because again, if someone has this tape going in the back of their mind that, oh, it's too much, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, then they don't get the benefit of hearing any of the other wonderful things that you have to share because you haven't taken that voice out of the back of their head yet. I like to do that right in the beginning. I like to explain the fact that this is something that you can jump into and try for at least the first 30 days for basically nothing, or at least a very small investment that's actually backed by a money-back guarantee, okay? You're not locked into anything for any long-term situation. Some other companies require that you're locked in for 6 months or 12 months and you have to purchase all kinds of inventory and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you let people know right out of the box, we don't require any of that. So you get to try this business out for the first 30 days, risk-free and almost financially free. Okay? And then, if you decide to stick with it, it's only about $16 a month, give or take a few pennies, to keep your business going. That's your overhead. Doesn't matter if you're brand new, you joined today, or you're one of these crazy rock stars earning a 7-figure a year kind of income. The overhead, the monthly fee to be a Team Beachbody coach is around $16, give or take a few pennies. That's your business service fee. Now, some of you out there are going, well, wait a minute, you have to have 50 PV as well. Well, guess what? If you don't already know this, the 50 PV that you need to carry, the 50 point volume, which is around a $50 purchase, is a purchase or sale. So all you really have to do, if you're Mr. Prospect or Mrs. Prospect, you come in, you buy your challenge pack. Now you're going to try out a couple of our products that you bought with that initial investment, backed by a money-back guarantee. You have the opportunity to open your business for free, and you're up and running and you're active. If you decide that you want to try it out for another month or another 2 months, maybe you're saying, you know what, this is really making sense and I want to give this at least 60 to 90 days and see if this is something that I can make work. The next months after that, no matter how long you stick around, is simply that business service fee, because you can cover the personal volume requirement with a sale, it doesn't necessarily have to be a purchase from you, okay? And that's another thing to keep in mind as well. You need to be knowledgeable and able to convey the options for coming in as a coach as well. Because buying a challenge pack is not the only way. You might be talking to someone who says, you know what, that sounds great, but even that $150 or $120 or whatever it is that challenge pack costs is too much of an initial investment for me. Well, you can also open a Team Beachbody business account for $39.95. Not purchasing any products at all, just opening your Team Beachbody business. And that is all that it takes for your initial investment. Now, yes, you do need a purchase or sale of at least 50 point volume, around $50, to activate it so that you can start earning commissions and be up and running and active. But as I said earlier, that can come from a sale. So someone can literally open the business for $39.95, go out and make their first sale, which they won't earn a commission on because they're not active yet, but that first sale will activate them, and now they're up and running. And now they've got a business that has all the potential to do all the amazing things that we've talked about and heard about in this group and other groups, and that all of you know is happening all around your teams and so on and so forth, for the initial investment of $39.95. Okay? So those are some things that you have to be ready and able to share right out of the box. And again, the three concepts that I'm starting you with here today are the things that I like to start with right away. Why? Because they're also the things that come up as the sort of major obstacles, the major objections, the major stumbling blocks that prospects have when they're thinking about moving forward. And that coaches, new or old, seem to stumble around when they're doing the presentation. Take care of these right away. Take care of them proactively before it runs into a stumble in your presentation. Get this tape that's going on in the back of the heads of the people that you're sharing with to stop by giving them the information right away that will take away those questions and concerns with good, solid information up front on these pieces, okay? Now, the third one is describing how Team Beachbody is unique in the multi-level marketing world. And we're a very, very unique opportunity. There aren't very many other multi-level marketing or network marketing, relationship marketing, direct sales, however you like to talk about it. There aren't very many companies in our industry that look anything like us. And it's important to share that right out of the box. And the way I like to do that is to right out of the box share what the sort of major options are for generating income as a Team Beachbody coach. And a lot of times what I like to say right out of the box is we do have a network marketing, multi-level marketing component available to you, or option available to you. We have a team building option available to you that can open up the ability to earn income under a very lucrative and very, very generous compensation plan. However, it's not required that you build a team or that you build a network. And that's one of the things that makes us very different. Most other multi-level marketing companies require that you are either a distributor or preferred customer or somehow a member to even purchase their products. We are not like that at all. You can be a distributor, a coach. You can be a club member and get some discounts. That's our sort of preferred customer. But you might say, I don't want anything to do with any of those things, and I don't want to be a member. I just want to purchase your products, and I can be just a customer. That's an important difference about Team Beachbody in the multi-level marketing industry as a whole. And it's an important thing to share, and here's why. Because when you're sharing with people and you're individualizing what their success might look like, there are some people who may prefer to come in and do retail only. And that's okay. And they need to know that that's okay. There is not a requirement that you build a network as a coach. Okay, let me give you some examples. Some juice bar owners who are able to become coaches, health club owners, gym owners, professional trainers who already have classes of people that they're working with or groups of people that they're working with, nutritionists. I mean, the list goes on and on. Basically anyone coming from the health and fitness profession already who wants to bring our amazing result-driven, proven products into and incorporate in what they're already sharing can do so, and they don't have to build a network. They don't have to build a team. They don't have to take advantage of the multi-level marketing option that we offer. And folks, I have a lot of people who fall in those categories having great success bringing our products into what they're doing and being what we call retailers only. And that's fine. And that's one of the options of coaching. And again, these are things that I like to make sure I'm sharing right up front with people, especially if I get a sense or if the prospect tells me right out of the box that the multi-level marketing concept is something that they're not quite sure they're ready for. Fine, let's put that aside for a minute and we'll talk about that later, because I think that once I talk to you about that a little bit, you'll find out that that's actually a very powerful option and a positive thing. But for now, let's put it aside and let me assure you that you don't even have to take advantage of that option if you don't want to. You can start retail only. And some coaches, depending on where their background is and what they do, may stay retail only, and that's fine. We can help them have success through that avenue. And then there are some individuals who will come in and start retail only. Yay, I'm happy to run a challenge group and I love these products and I'm very happy to share them with other people. I'm just not quite sure yet that I'm ready to be sharing the business opportunity and creating a network of business partners. Not sure I'm ready for that part yet. That's fine. That's fine. We can get you up and running. And in fact, you can get on the road to becoming a Success Club All-Star on that road. And that's fine. Okay? And many people will feel safer being able to start right there. Let me worry about that team building stuff later on. No problem. Let people know that right away. Explain how that works. Explain the options that we have available to them. Because even the retail only coaches can take advantage of the concept of residual income, which is something we all, if we're coming into this industry, it's something that's enticing to us. It's something that's interesting. It's something of value. It's something we want to get started. Well, because so many of our products are continuity products, Shakeology, a lot of the Ultimate Reset stuff, anything on the Beachbody Performance line, supplements, continuity products open up the opportunity for me as a coach, even if I'm a retailer only and I haven't started into that team building thing yet, I can still start creating opportunity for building residual income. Because when I sell a Shakeology bag today, the work that I put in today has the potential to pay me for several months on down the line, who knows, maybe even years. Because every time that customer's monthly renewal, monthly home direct continues, I earn a commission off of that based on what I did, the work I did to get the first sale, to get that continuity started. So even as a retailer only coach, I'm already in the game of building residual income, okay? make sure that you can share that with the people that you're sharing with, so they have an understanding that even at that level, you can open up the doors to the beauty of residual income coming into your business, okay? Now, also make sure that you're sharing with people that the opportunities for generating income continue beyond even retailer coach or network builder coach, because we also have certification programs. You can become a certified trainer in many of our very popular brand recognized fitness programs. You know, any of the Turbo line, the Insanity line, P90X, and the list goes on. You can become Country Heat certified now, and you know, the programs that we offer, again, for people who are either already in the health and fitness profession, trainers or club owners, so on and so forth, who want to bring the live aspect of our fitness programs into what they're already doing, they can do that. And they can become a coach and have the ability to not only earn income through running their certified classes, but maybe even sharing with the folks who are in those classes the opportunity to support their success with the health and fitness and nutrition products that we offer under the whole catalog. Okay, so that's another avenue that people may come in through the certification programs. And again, something that makes us very different than almost all other multi-level marketing companies out there, and that is that we have multiple streams and multiple opportunities for getting involved, and it's not all just about becoming a distributor. There are multiple opportunities for coming in and building your Beachbody business, okay? And then the other thing to keep in mind is, and again, this is kind of a retailer position, but sharing the club membership. Beachbody Club, Team Beachbody Club membership is so powerful now and is becoming more and more powerful by the day. It's the future, folks. Beachbody On Demand and the ability to stream this amazing full library of Team Beachbody fitness programs is just an amazing thing to be able to share with people through club membership. So again, maybe I'm a coach and I decide I'm not quite yet ready to build a network, and I don't know if I ever want to build a network, but I sure see the value in this Beachbody On Demand thing. I've noticed that you guys also now have a cooking channel with Autumn Calabrese, who's this amazing trainer from some of your latest and greatest fitness programs, and I want access to that. I'm an individual who understands that television's on its way out and that the future of media interaction is going to be, and is already in many cases, the online and streaming opportunities. And Team Beachbody and Beachbody are at the cutting edge and the forefront of that in the area of health and fitness. And I know that we're going to continue to see that grow. You're going to continue to see Beachbody On Demand grow, and you're going to continue to see the options for what's available in there. I mean, this new nutrition and cooking channel or show or whatever you want to call it that's available now is just gold. It's an amazing tool to be able to share with people and to give to people through the membership opportunity. On top of getting all of the fitness programs streaming, at a touch of a button, no matter where you are. Okay, so keep in mind that all of that is packaged in club membership. So when you're sharing with your prospect, your potential coach business partner, make sure that right in the beginning you're educating them on all of these options that are available to us as coaches, okay? Too many of us get stuck right when we start the presentation because we let these things linger and they end up being blocks in the mind of the individuals that we're sharing with. And we will have so much greater success at reaching and actually communicating and conveying the message if we can erase these right out of the box by simply being ready to share some of the initial facts and concepts about our business opportunity. And it starts right here with these three things, folks, okay? So, number one, anybody can do it. Number two, understand that you can try this out for free and virtually risk-free, even on your initial investment for the challenge pack if you decide that avenue. Or I'm ready to share with you a couple of the other options that allow you to come in for little to no investment to get your business started. Okay, that's concept number two that you need to be able to share right out of the box. And concept number three, of course, is what we just talked about, and that is being prepared to share right out of the bat the many different options that we have as Team Beachbody coaches for opening streams of income. And understanding that building a network, building a team, engaging in the multi-level marketing option is exactly that, an option, okay? Now for me, the multi-level marketing option has become the avenue for which I personally have been able to build life-changing success. But I understand that option may not be for everyone, and I don't want to see that stop anyone from getting started who may be able to grow great success through any one of the options or multitude combination of options that I just shared, okay? Those are the first three concepts that you need to have ready and be able to share effectively as you start sharing the business opportunity presentation, okay? Now, next time we'll start diving into some concepts and tips on how to share and talk about the multi-level marketing option that we have, the team building option that we have as coaches, the ability to tap into the team cycle bonus stream of income that we've all talked about so much in phase one, because of course we need to be able to share that as well as we share the business opportunity. And so actually over the next couple of videos, the next couple of sessions that we'll have together, we're going to be digging into how to share that aspect of our opportunity so that you can have the ability to connect with people in a very real way and the ability to share some of the very exciting aspects and opportunities that we have as Team Beachbody coaches. All right, we'll see you next time. Get going. I'm so excited to be here with you in phase two. Continue your phase one activities and let's take this to the next level. See you next time, everybody.